Alrighty guys, hey, welcome back to part 2 of my Second Life 101 series and how to start your life in Second Life. I hope I said that correctly, but yeah. So in this video, we're gonna learn how to walk and learn the controls of Second Life. I'm gonna teach you guys some of the shortcuts that I know I've explained this in other videos. This is my last and final tutorial on how to get started in Second Life. That's why I'm making it a short series so that you don't have to sit through a long hour video or 30-minute video. And hopefully this helps a lot of you guys. If I do not answer some of the questions that you are wanting, please comment them below. But if I do, just make sure that you watch and listen carefully. Okay, let's get into it. We're gonna learn how to walk, we're gonna learn how to fly, run, graphic settings, and all of those good things, because I know a lot of you guys asked me about my graphic settings for Black Dragon. Let's learn how to walk. So you're wondering, how am I walking? How do I walk on Second Life? This is gonna look pretty much the same on Firestorm and Second Life Viewer. It's pretty much the same controls. You're gonna use your arrow keys to walk forward, to walk backwards, to the sides, and yeah, but you can keybind those to WASD. For my Black Dragon users, you're gonna go up to where it says Dragon. If you are on Firestorm or Second Life, it's probably gonna say Firestorm or Second Life. So just go up to the corner where it says whatever it says, and you're gonna click on it. I'm gonna go to Edit, and then I'm gonna go to Preferences. This is where all of your settings come up at. So I think mine is in Controls. You go to Controls, I think, or is it where? Honestly, I have no idea. It might be in Keybinds, but Keybinds is basically where you can change everything up. So if you want to change how you walk, if you want to walk with WASD, you can absolutely move that to right here. So as you can tell, side right is D, W is to go forward and whatnot. So you can definitely change everything in your keybind settings, which I believe is the same thing for Firestorm. Once again, I am doing the tutorial for Black Dragon users, but if you are using Firestorm, make sure that you just kind of like do it side by side to try to find where your settings are. I don't even know where all the settings are in Black Dragon myself. So, and here we are. It is in Controls, so it's gonna say letter keys are used AWSD, for example, to move me or to start a chat. So I think it may be the same thing for Firestorm. You can make it to be start a chat, so when you do type in WASD, it just starts the chat, it doesn't move you. Or choose move me, click on your person, and now you can use WASD. This is more so common for most gamers because mostly on different platforms you use WASD to move. So that is how you move forward. How to run, you just double click on the arrow or the WASD, you just double click it, hold it down, and you'll start running. If you don't want to run, just click once and you'll be walking again. You won't be walking like me because this is an AO, animation override, which I have a video on if you want to know where to get some animation overrides at, but I will discuss it in the next part. Next, we're gonna learn how to fly. So on Black Dragon, the fly button is F. Boom. All you gotta do is press F and then use your arrows or your WASD to move around. And then all you have to do is press F again to stop flying, and you will fall to the ground and land like a superhero like me. To jump, you're gonna press space bar. I don't really know many people that need to jump, but if you need to jump at any given time, just press your space bar and you will jump. So much, that is pretty much the controls. But if you don't have a keyboard or you don't want to use your keyboard, you just want to use your mouse for everything, go up to Dragon or Firestorm again. You're gonna go down to View and you're gonna go to Movement Controls, and it's gonna pull this up. It may already be up for those on Firestorm, and you can stretch it to be as big as you want on Firestorm, but you can stretch it here on Black Dragon. But this is also what helps you move, so you can just use these arrow keys if you want to walk or turn to the side or walk to the side. This helps. This is also where you can jump, and then all you have to do is press the running button and she'll start running. Or if you want her to fly, she'll start flying. But I don't really use these because I just use my keyboard, because who wants to click on this every single time? It's the same way for camera controls. If you want to know how to do this, you see how I'm just like turning from behind to the front. If you are a Black Dragon user and it's your first time using Black Dragon, your character is probably going to look like this. To be honest, your view is probably going to look similar to this. Like, you're going to be looking over her shoulder or whatever, and I hate that, right? You want to look from behind, so you're going to click on where this eyeball is and you're going to press rear view, and then it's going to have you behind your character like any normal game instead of to the shoulder. I don't know, it's so buggy, but just click that eye and change it to rear view, or you can play around with all the views that you want to play with. To turn your camera around, you can use the camera controls and turn her around, or turn the camera around like this to see the front view of your avatar and move it up. Or you can hold Alt and this little plus sign thingy is gonna come up, and then you're just gonna click to wherever you want to go. You can just click it once and let go, or you can hold click and move your camera with your mouse. This is kind of what I do. To go up and down like this, you're gonna right click. To go around side to side, you're gonna left click. I hope I said that right, y'all. Sometimes I don't be knowing my left from my right. But yeah, that is basically how you use the controls of the camera. Or if you want to tilt your camera, you can tilt it with these arrows, but that is only on Black Dragon. You cannot tilt your camera like that on Firestorm or Second Life Viewer. I don't really use Second Life Viewer. I never used it, so I really don't know much about Second Life Viewer. But yeah, that is basically your camera controls. And then now we're gonna get into the graphics, y'all. I know a lot of y'all want to know my graphics settings for Black Dragon, so go to Dragon, go to Edit, and go to Preferences, and then you're gonna go to Display. These are my settings, y'all. I don't know if y'all can see this clearly, but they are mostly either on high or medium. This is how my game came. I never changed it. I did change my avatar physics because when I did have my physics on, they would be choppy if they were too low. So I put it on ultra so that they wouldn't be super low, but I don't have any physics on right now. So hopefully when I do get them back, then maybe I can show y'all how they go. But pretty much my settings are all either on high or medium. Sometimes I'll put them on ultra if I really want to make like a super fire video or something. My rendering options look like this. Feel free to pause the video, screenshot, or just go by each one as you see it on my screen. I don't really play around with any of these. I don't really touch any of these at all, so I'm not sure if it's important to you guys, but the only things that if I do touch, I will touch somewhere around here, or I will touch in my depth of field options. Where is it? Right here. I will do this sometimes, but I usually don't come here anymore. I just pull this little thingy out and I play around with my depth of field like that. So you see how the background is getting blurry and then it's getting sharp again, and that is basically how I play around with my depth of field. You see how it's moving down here and it's moving up here? Yeah, didn't know that this was a shortcut, but I mentioned that in my how to take photos video. So that is basically my settings, y'all. That is how you walk and that is how you run and jump. Hopefully this was a helpful video. If it wasn't, please leave your comments below if you needed help on something. But other than that, that is it for part 2. I will see y'all in part 3 on where to find everything you need for your avatar. So see y'all in the next one. Bye.